All right, hi again. You've probably seen this shape. So let's take a look at how we did this in as a plugin. And this is the code. It's just simply placed in the main event in a module. Let's see, we defined pi. We created an object. Let's see, we got the width and height, and did a little bit of a loop that did call some sines and cosines. So let's see what we can do to recreate this. I'm going to start with a new project. See if it'll give us an empty project. No. So we'll make an empty project by adding a module and removing this form. We're going to link to or make a reference to Howler Dog Waffle. And that is the one in the x86. All right. So we should be good to go now. Let's see. All right. So we do have our Dog Waffle object and stuff ready to go. And we can get started. This shouldn't be too difficult. Remember, I defined pi. I'll make this a constant. And it's what, 3.14159. I think it'll be good for now. And we had a submain. All right, so we should be good to go. Let's and that should be let's see. All right, I'm gonna make a half version of this. The half width and half height is long. All right, comma there. All right. All right, that'll be our center point because our image is drawing at in the center. Now we're going to create a drawing object, and we want to set anti-aliasing. And we want to do a begin draw. And also put it down here in end draw. And the only thing other we need outside of that is whoops, refresh. All right, let's start a loop. Let's see. Let's go to pi, 2 times pi rather. It's the basically a complete circle, and I'll make a step value of like 0.1 for now. Maybe we want a little bit more later. I have a hard time hitting keys today for some reason. We also want a begin shape. Let's put D to begin shape. And our loop will be inside of that. So what we want to do is add a vertex with an x and a y. Now we just want to define what x and y is going to be. And we'll do that with sine and cosine, I believe. So we want to use angle to want to do this in polar coordinates. So let's see, d dot polar coordinates. We want a radius and an angle and an x and a y. This is going to store the values in x and y, so we have to define what radius and angle is going to be. So we want the radius to be like a value of sine and cosine. So radius equals sine of say 100. No. We want to go. Let's see. N is 0 to 0. We want to do something between 0 and 1, I think, or do we? Let's just put N there. And we'll multiply this by a value, say 100, because we want it to be bigger than a single pixel. Let's make it 200. And then we want an angle. Angle equals. I want to map this to 0 to 3. No, let's see angle. Actually, angle can be N for now. Let's see what we just did. Oh yeah, and we also want to clear the screen. So d dot. Let's see, dog dot. Clear buffer. Let's see how that goes. I want to also define dimension those. And looks like it's going to start up another copy of Howler. So let's get rid of this old copy of Howler. Not sure why that is. It seems that from the development environment, it seems to like opening a new copy, its own instance. So let's run for a second, and let's get rid of this old. Let's see. It's getting confused. All right, there goes the old one. All right. Put that there, and let's see what happens. All right. Well, I cleared the screen. That's good. And a few more things we might want to do while we're here. The angle. We have the radius. Sine of n. And we actually want to convert this to polar to Cartesian. We have the radius. We have the angle. Angle equals n. All right. So might want to also define angle. All right. Creating the vertex. We also want to translate this to the center. So this will be in the center of our screen. Let's see. D dot translate. Remember we made half width and half height. Argument not optional. Translation actually takes place in all 3 dimensions. All right, there we go. So we've created a seashell shape. Let's see. I'll try some different value here. Okay, that's better. So the value here is actually the number of little arms we have, or it might be 2 times that value. So let's put 2 there. I think we should get 4 arms. Let's see what happens. Yes, okay. So that makes sense. That's all logical. The value is n is 0 to 2 times pi. So naturally we have 2 of these. We'll make 4 of those. All right. If we want 5, or sorry. It's interesting. So anyways,